Ladies and gentlemen, we were disappointed somewhere, weren't we, that John Wick was set to rest in chapter 4. But here we are in Ballerina, who could only be described as the Lady John Wick, for she refuses to die and even sets up the plot for the future chapters. Yes, I'm talking about the movie Ballerina, which I quite enjoyed watching and recommend this action flick to all of you who enjoy that sort of John Wick thing. The movie revolves around the heroine Eve, whose father is killed by a particular assassin tribe, and then she is trained by a rival assassin tribe whose member is John Wick too, of course played by the real Keanu Reeves, who has done a nice cameo in the movie. The character of Ballerina, also called Eve Macarro in the movie, is played by a heroine called Ana de Armas, who is a Cuban and Spanish actress. She plays her part well and excels in the action scenes when she sets out on a journey of revenge against the whole rival assassin tribe. If you've watched the John Wick chapters, then you immediately feel at home because you do get to see the characters you have watched earlier and the hotel Intercontinental with the familiar concierge man and of course John Wick himself. And that is why it was difficult job for Ana de Armas playing Ballerina to overcome those shadows and make her presence felt in a unique fashion, and she does that successfully. So kudos to her. You quite enjoy the training she is given by her own assassin employer, and that is important because unless you go through those motions with the marvelous music and all that reminded me of Kill Bill Part 2 where Uma Thurman does her training under the proverbial bearded Shifu, you won't quite trust the action that is unleashed in front of you in the rest of the movie. It's class action. You transition between guns, swords, axes, dishes, grenades, and the fire cannon which just looks out of the world. And my word, the scene where the fire cannon is attacked head on with a fire brigade hose. There is even an action scene where a TV remote is used to punch the enemy pinned on the ground, and each time the punch is thumped, the channel changes on the TV. Wonderful creativity in each action scene which keeps you engaged and overawed. Of course, at the right time, John Wick does come in at a crucial moment, but the movie director cleverly engages John Wick or Keanu Reeves only for the very critical moment so that it does not take away anything from Ballerina, who is no doubt the true action hero in the movie. The dialogues impress you, like in the Game of Blood, there have to be rules or nobody survives. But as they say, action speaks louder than words, and the movie is a metaphor for that saying. The music is good, and that combined with the mesmerizing action scenes truly gives you more than your money is worth. And though the story brings in an assassin rivalry story and some blood relationships thrown into the mix, where it is difficult to pull the trigger, the story is essentially straightforward, and that is quite as well because it would have been too much to handle a complex story as well as the deadly action. We go to watch the action and we get it. Let's be happy at that. I still wonder why can't Bollywood make such movies, but that is a different conversation altogether. In the end, Ballerina gets her revenge, but the movie ends on a high when there's a price put to her head at several $million. If you've watched John Wick, then you know how it is done, and that opens up the scope for the future chapters of Ballerina, or should I say, the Lady John Wick. I say, go watch.